Hi, connecting with you from the Pink Cadillac. I want to share with you a few things that I'm working on, a few words of wisdom, things that I have to work on continuously, because you know what? Our head is what we have to work on continuously. You know, doing work is not a difficult task, but a lot of times it's our head that keeps us into a continuous cycle of disillusionment or continuous cycle of feeling like we are not successful at what we're achieving. And that happens because of one or both of these reasons. First of all, I think it's both. Let's face it. Both of these reasons we probably all deal with. Number one is the comparison game. We compare ourselves to somebody else. And you know what? We will never live up because we always compare our failures with somebody else's success. We are looking at somebody else's picture of success that has been created because they met some success. But you know what? We are not looking at all the struggles that they had along the way. We're not looking at what they're dealing with. We're not looking at the messes that are in their life. And you know what? I have to tell you, we all have messes. If you do not think that successful people do not have messes in their life, then you're not seeing the entire picture. Again, you're comparing yourself to whatever their Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook picture of their life is. So, stop the comparison game. You are on your race. You are on your journey. The second thing that we do, and this is just automatic. We automatically do this. We live up to our failures and we live up to our successes, no matter what those are. So let me tell you what that means. If you have let yourself down in the past, and then you set that goal, unless you make a change, you're going to live up to that expectation of letting yourself down again, over and over and over again. You have to make a decision to change something so that that change happens. You will also live up to the successes in your life. And so you need to celebrate the successes and create benchmarks in your brain with those successes. So for instance, 2 years ago, I gave up Diet Coke, which is a really big deal because those of you that know me know that I loved Diet Coke. I was obsessed with Diet Coke. I mean, you know that you're addicted to something when you pop the can, you pour it into a glass, and you take a swallow, and your whole body goes, oh. And I just decided, after learning that it wasn't very good for my joints, that I was going to give it up. And so I gave it up. That's a benchmark in my brain. And so as I'm making this decision to change other eating habits in my life and lifestyles in my life, I lean on that benchmark to know that I did that, I can do this. When there's something else that I want to do, I lean on the benchmarks that I've already achieved. In my business, I've done this, so I can do that. So that's why it's important for you to celebrate your benchmarks and make them forefront in your brain so they can break the cycle of the other things that are going on in your brain that keep you into this cycle. See, the thing is, we are told over and over and over. Darren Hardy tells us this on a regular basis. Any successful person tells us little changes make big results. See, if you have two parallel lines, they stay parallel for infinity. If nothing changes in that line, nothing changes. But if you tip one line just slightly, it can reach the stars. And so what I'm challenging you to do is decide, what are you going to do in your business this week to change a slight tip in the line? What are you committing to tip that top line to reach the stars? Because if you make one small change, it can become a benchmark to another change and another change and another change. So let's create benchmarks in our life. Have a great day.